To celebrate our 30th wedding anniversary, we're heading to Europe.
For 30-something days. Our plans are to explore France, Switzerland, and Belgium over 35 days.
And we're capturing it all in this digital scrapbook.
We hope you enjoy our retelling of these adventures.
In this episode, we're going to continue our exploration of Paris.
But first, we're going to stop by a local cafe in the neighborhood.
Yeah, this was one of our favorite places. We did try a lot of different cafes, but we really liked hanging out and just watching the crowds. After this, though, it's time for us to grab the metro and head up to Sacre Coure. We found the metro to be easy to use and really an inexpensive way of getting around town, but you do have to be on guard because pickpockets are a real problem, and we'll discuss that in our next episode.
Yeah, really clean and quick, and just they run all day, so it was easy for us to kind of have ad hoc plans. So overall, big plus. Once we got off the metro, we knew we wanted to go to Sacre Coure, but the neighborhood is kind of crowded and a lot of buildings kind of block your view, and so it took us a couple loops before we actually found the sign that brought us to our destination.
To get to Sacre Coure, of course, we have to climb steps. Well, unless you plan ahead and take the funicular, which we did not do. We decided to take the stairs.
Had I known how many stairs there were going to be for this journey, I would have been a lot more excited.
You love steps.
I do love steps. The crazy thing about going up a bunch of steps is at the top, there's this amazing view.
Sacre Coeur is beautiful and amazing. It is crowded up there, so be prepared for the crowds.
Would you say that Sacre Coeur touched your soul?
I would say it touched my heart.
Your sacred heart?
Yes, my sacred heart. It touched my sacred heart. For those who don't know, that's what Sacre Coeur means. I love this cute little yellow car. Apparently they give tours in these old-fashioned little cars. After visiting Sacre Coeur, we walked around Montmartre, and John was very excited to find even more steps to climb.
And more great scenes to share. What the heck is that?
That's the funicular. For normal people who don't like steps like you do. We walked all over the Montmartre district and saw all kinds of interesting things, but our feet were killing us and it was time to find the metro and get back home.
For our next pilgrimage, we put on our walking shoes and hiked back across Paris.
And we saw all kinds of amazing things along the way, including this cemetery, MontparnasseCemetery.
It was a little bit awkward at first because we weren't sure, was it okay to walk in? And obviously we saw other people doing it. The mausoleums are amazingly intricate and artistic and beautiful.
It was also on this walk that we went and saw the Luxembourg Gardens. Though we didn't choose to sail the toy sailboats in the famous fountain, we did get to see these really cute little duckies. We continued our walk through the Luxembourg Garden and the Latin Quarter, got to see the Pantheon as well as the Sorbonne. Looking for Christmas ornament. And before long, we're crossing the bridge to Ile de La Cité.
This is the island in the middle of the Seine that was the point of origin for the city of Paris.
It's also home to some of the most famous landmarks of Paris. We had time entry tickets for the Conciergerie as well as Sainte-Chapelle. This amazing building is one of the oldest buildings in Paris. It got turned to a prison during the Revolution. It's actually where they housed Marie Antoinette before her execution. briefly, there's a memorial to the Queen Marie Antoinette and King Louis behind the chapel. This may seem strange, but you have to remember in French history that after the Revolution, they also reinstated the monarchy. So there's been many back and forths in French history.
We had some time between our time entry times, so we took a little walk along the Seine.
Sainte-Chapelle is one of the most popular tourist sites in Paris, and rightfully so. It's a chapel built for the kings and queens of France and is home to one of the most amazing collection of stained glass windows in the world. You enter in the first floor, but where you really want to go is up the second floor. That's where the magic is.
We started to head towards the apartment, and one of the things that we were struck with throughout Paris this entire time was walking down the street. You encounter these amazing historical artifacts and exhibits. That's one of the most unique things about Paris, I think.
Yep, just walking down the street is an experience. In our next episode, we're going to be recapping all the lessons that we learned from our time in Paris.